Okay, so can you hear me now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
absolutely
right,
well.
that's great. That's great. And all right, so tonight we are looking at cost control and cost reduction. That is chapter 11 in our material. Uh, Cost control and cost reduction. All right, so cost control in layman means to control cost, right? Then cost reduction in layman term means to reduce cost. On the face of it, they might mean the same thing to a lot of people. In business and financial management, to business leaders, these two things are separate. And your ability to manage those two terminologies is very important if you want to sustain profitability and if your business wants to remain competitive. The idea of cost control and cost reduction is a strategy on its own that top management use to employ to manage their expenditures. While if you are looking at them at a glance, they might seem like they are the same thing, but they are not. They are the objectives of both concepts is different. The implementation is different, and the long-term impact on the business is also different from one another. Are we following?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
speaking? Am I speaking? Hope I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
speaking to myself. Hope I'm not just speaking to myself. Hope you are following.
Yes, sir. We are following.
All right. So randomly, I'll mention names. If you are following, please ensure you answer me when I call you, so that I would not feel that I'm wasting my time. Please ensure you answer me when I'm calling you, so that I will know you are following me and you are with me here. Shall we? All right. So the first thing in the
Fanny,
topic
who's
is
speaking?
cost
Fanny,
control.
are you fine? Are you sure?
Somebody said this.
Okay. I thought
All right. So the first thing in the topic is cost control. Cost control. Now, cost control refers to the process of regulating and monitoring cost. When you ensure that expenditures remain within the limits that you have defined for it, ensuring the budgets remain within the limits that you have specified it to be. So you now have to now start putting standards in place, putting measures in place to make sure that actual performance does not go against standard performance, that your budgeted cost is not exceeded when the actual spending is being done, that you're now trying to make sure that actions are in place to make sure there is no deviations, to make sure that there is no deviation from the standard, from the plan that you have set initially. So the major objective of cost control is to prevent cost from exceeding authorized levels, prevent cost from making sure that it doesn't go beyond what it should be. According to the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, cost control is regulation by executive action of cost of an operation of an operating undertaking, particularly where such action is guided by cost accounting. Now, when in cost accounting here, we have something called standard cost, standard prices, budgeted values. Let me bring it back to our layman terms. When you want to leave the house in the morning, you want to go to the market. You already have a list of the things you want to buy and a figure. You already have put out the budget in front of them. Now, this budget that you have drafted will inform the amount you are willing to spend, the total amount you are willing to spend in the market. So By the time the total amount you want to spend in the market is already known to you, you now try to make sure that by the time you get into the market, you don't go beyond that total amount. That is cost control. Do we understand? Is that understandable to us? Please react with emoji if that is clear to you. So the first thing, when you want to control cost, there are certain things that you are trying to do. Number one, you are trying to set standards. Number two, you are trying to monitor. Setting standards involve you are saying, okay, this is your target, this is your budget, or based on past performances. You went to the market last week. This is the amount you bought soap. This is the amount you bought this XYZ. Then you are now using that as a benchmark for your activity or for your engagement in the market for today. Are you getting what I'm saying? Some of you you work in organizations where they budget every year. Some of you are the ones that prepare my budget for your organizations, and that is basically what managers and accountants do. And these budgets, there are different ways you can derive your figures from. Are you getting me? One of them is industry benchmarks, industry practice. You can say, okay, you guys want to buy chairs, or you want to buy chairs, office chairs. What is the price of chairs in the market? Last year, you bought it for this amount. So by the time you are budgeting, or let me say in 2025, December, you bought it for 100 naira. As of 2025, you bought it for 100 naira. So by the time you are budgeting for 2026, which is an activity that you will do at the end of 2025, you can now reference to the amount you bought it in 2025 to say, okay, in 2026, I want to buy the same chair for this amount. The amount is taking reference from the price you bought it before. That is what I mean when I say setting standards involves establishing benchmark against maybe the industry price, against past performance, against budgets. Are we clear? Then another characteristics of cost control, that is when you are doing cost control, another thing you are trying to do is you are trying to monitor. You are trying to monitor. Monitoring means you are trying to track. You are trying to track. Some of you give money to your siblings in school. Your siblings are in school. You give money to them. You are trying to say, this money I gave you, did you use it to do what I say you should use it for? That is monitoring. That is cost control. Then another thing you are trying to do when you are doing cost control is comparison. Comparison. You are trying to say, okay, why would I buy A if I can? Why not B? You are trying to compare. You are comparing the benefit. You are comparing other things. Most especially, you are trying to compare it because of the cost. Some of you prefer to buy a UK used phone than a brand new phone. Why would they buy this amount when we can get it for so amount? Some of you prefer to buy certain brands of phones. Maybe your company is trying to buy phones for employees. Some of you prefer that, let us go for this brand because we can get two for the same amount. But if we go for this other brand, we'll get that same amount, we'll get one for it for that amount. So some of you behave like that. So all this attitude is called cost control. Then another thing you are doing, like I said earlier, is corrective actions. You are trying to say, where is the variance coming from? Where is the error coming from? And you are taking effort. You are making sure that actual cost is aligned with your planned targets. Actual performance is aligned with your targeted performance. That is cost control. Do we have any question?
No, sir.
Do you
Yes, please.
understand?
Yes, I do. I do understand.
Oluwademilade, your hand is up. Your hand
Sorry,
has
sir.
been up since the last
I'm
10
not
minutes.
seeing your screen.
Oh, so I stopped sharing because I want to be sure that somebody is actually looking at my screen.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
But I want you to listen keenly. Yes, go ahead.
Hello,
Who was
sir.
talking? Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Good evening. My name is Samuel. So
Yes, Mr. Samuel.
I want to ask, Is this the same as standard budget and actual budget?
Okay, so actual budget and standard budget are different concepts of their own.
Hello?
But where cost control comes into it
Hello?
is can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Or it's only Mr. Samuel that cannot hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I can
All
hear
right,
you.
so thank you. Now, actual budget and standard budget, actual cost and budget cost, they are different concepts of their own. Now, where cost control come into play in between those two concepts is trying to make sure that actual does not exceed budget. Do you get it now? That actual does not exceed budget. That is the control there. You're trying to put a control that the vehicle you are driving does not run faster than you. Or you're trying to make sure that your shadow is not faster than you. Or you are not faster than your own shadow. Deborah Ogunlade, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Deborah Chidera.
Yes, it's there.
Deborah Chidera, is that clear to you? Chinagolum, Mr. Chinagolum Okonkwo.
Hello, sir.
Yes, it is.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who else is there? Who else can I put on this? Can I call out now? Okay. Oluwade Milade, is that clear to you too?
Yes,
Hello?
sir, it's clear.
Oh, okay. All right.
Clear.
So next, thank you. Next is cost reduction. Cost reduction. Now, cost reduction is the process where you are actually seeking to implement ways to reduce your cost, to reduce existing cost and expenses. Cost reduction is you are trying to make sure. Okay, let me give you this as an example. We have something called tax avoidance, right? Tax avoidance is trying to say, okay, you are using all the legal means to reduce your tax obligation. All legal means. That is tax avoidance. Now, cost reduction here means that you are supposed to spend 100 naira on the project. On the project. Cost reduction is now trying to say, okay, how can we still achieve the same value, but we will not spend up to 100 naira? I will get to what I'm saying. How can we achieve the same value and yet we will not spend up to 100 naira? Cost reduction means you are trying to look for you are seeking ways to reduce your existing cost without compromising on quality, without compromising on efficiency, and without compromising on the output. Now, unlike cost control focuses on trying to make sure there are certain limits, you are doing all those monitoring and comparison and all those things. But when it comes to cost reduction is saying, I want to be reducing my cost. I want to eliminate waste. I want to improve processes. I want to adopt new technologies. Are you getting what I'm saying? The objective is to spend less to do more. That is cost control. That is cost reduction. Recently, I walked into one of the First Bank branches in Lagos State, around Kogi. And when I walked into the First Bank branch, I went there to renew my ATM card. And then I went upstairs. Before I just go upstairs, talk to the staff there, and then they will do it for me. But this particular day, just recently, I got there, and the staff said, "Oh, sir, you can do it in less than 3 minutes with the machine down there. Just go to the machine, give the instruction to the machine, and the machine will give you your card." I said, "But I need MasterCard." He said, "Yes, the machine will give me any card I want." And lo and behold, I went there, I inputted my account number, the machine confirmed that I have the funds. The machine now sent a code, an OTP to me. I entered the OTP back to confirm that it is truly me. I put my fingerprint, I selected the card I want, and then in 60, the system processed my card in 60 seconds. And after In addition to the minutes I was able to confirm myself, I didn't spend up to 3 minutes. I have my ATM card. Are you get what I'm saying? Now, that when I left the place, I was discussing with one of my boss that we went together. And this is what I've just done. Then my boss said, do you know how many staff that has lost their job because of that machine? Are you following me at all? Rebecca Olabisi and Rebecca Dembo. All the
Yes, I'm
Rebeccas on this
following.
call. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So they are saying, then the man said, do you know how many people's job would have gone because of that machine? And then it dawned on me that what the bank is trying to actually do in that process is to reduce cost. And in this part, they are trying to reduce their labor cost. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if they have 5 people on the customer service section, because the machine is there, what happens to them? They cannot afford. The machine will do the work of ATM machines. You get what I'm saying now? So when the business continues to look for real and permanent savings on project operation cost by making sure they achieve a reduction, a cost reduction without impairing customer satisfaction, that is cost reduction. Without depriving yourself of the satisfaction you're supposed to get, that is what price, that is price or cost reduction. Are you getting what I'm saying? Tony Goodness, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So that is cost reduction. So cost reduction involves continuous improvement. If you want to reduce cost, you have to continually improve. You have to make sure that there is no unnecessary cost. The business does not incur unnecessary cost. Every unnecessary cost is eliminated, is identified and eliminated. Then another thing is innovation. There will be innovations all the time. There will be new methods, new technologies, new materials to achieve savings. So instead of, for example, you've been buying diesel to fund your business, you start looking for alternative means like solar to say, okay, let me use diesel. At least the amount I will spend on diesel over so time would have been reduced. What happens? You get the opportunity to achieve more by reducing your cost. Then value analysis, you look for the process, you look at your functions, you evaluate all your functions and your processes and find cost-effective alternatives. Another one is permanent savings. It's permanent savings. To avoid that, that helps you to achieve a lasting reduction in cost structure of an organization. Are we together? Victor Anyim.
Yes, we are.
Oh, thank you very, very much. Victor Anyim.
Together, sir.
Okay. All right. So what is the difference between cost control and cost reduction? What is the difference between cost control and cost reduction? From what I've said earlier, who can give me 1 or 2 difference between cost control and cost reduction? Should I call names or you volunteer to tell me? Would you volunteer? Okay, Bakar Yusuf. Yusuf, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, my own knowledge on cost control. I'll use an example of two different products, like golden penny
Okay.
and boa spaghetti. Golden penny spaghetti is 18,000. Why boa spaghetti is 16,000? For me to
Am I the
For
only
me
one that
to
cannot
control
hear
my
you?
price, I'm going to go for boa spaghetti. Why I'm going to leave. Can you hear me, sir?
Oh, you are talking of boa spaghetti and
Hello,
golden
sir.
penny, and you said to control your cost, you will choose boa spaghetti, which is cheaper. Is that what you have said?
Yes, 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 sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Who else wants to also talk about the difference between cost reduction and cost control?
Okay, no, I just joined. I didn't follow up earlier. Good evening, sir. I'll say
Yeah,
that
good evening.
cost control talks about setting standard and comparing the past costs. Why cost reduction is talking about getting the same value at a reduced price. That's my way of saying it.
Okay. All right. Adesomi Bukola Faith. You want to try? Adesomi Bukola Faith.
Okay. Yes, sir. I'm here. So,
Yeah.
for control, you said is the first one is to set standards. That is establishing a particular benchmark. For the example of maybe we went to the market the last time and the amount you got a particular product. So to work with that, I don't know, to work with the, how am I going to put it?
No, no.
Sorry, I understand, sir, but
You understand, but you don't want to say
yeah,
it.
I'm just trying to the right
All
words.
right, there is a Faith here on the call that can bail you out. Abu Mary Faith, can you bail
Okay,
her
thank
out?
you.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. I need the distinction, the difference between cost control and cost reduction.
Uh,
Abu Mary Faith.
okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ma.
For cost reduction is the process of lowering your the price of a particular service or goods without affecting the quality.
Okay,
Then
that's for reduction.
yes, for reduction. Why for control? It's just to monitor to ensure that the price of that thing does not go beyond that, to maintain a standard, a price standard.
Okay, I think somebody else wants to. There are some hands up. Deborah Chidera, your hand is up.
Yes. Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
To me, cost reduction is cutting down expenses. More like um, you are looking for cheaper ways to do something. Spending less to get
Okay.
more, like you said earlier. Then cost control is making sure you keep to plan. Making sure you don't exceed your plan. So that's my own understanding.
Okay, thank you very much. Ahmed Titus, give us your own. What's the difference between cost control and cost reduction? Ikuchika Samuel, your hand is up. Oh. Do you still want to talk or you want to lower your hand?
Okay, yes. What I deduced from what you said, sir, was cost control is a system whereby you work on your you work within your predetermined budgets. For instance,
cost
maybe when
control,
you
working within your predetermined budget.
working within
That's
your predetermined
fantastic.
budget.
Yeah,
Why
that's very fantastic.
Cost reduction is trying to beat down the standard price, but still actualizing the quality and the quantity.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Thank you. Deborah Chidera, your hand is up, and don't let your hand be paining you. You might want to drop it. I know you've spoken to us already. God's power, Bahrain. Thank you, Mr. Ekushika. Yeah, God's power, Bahrain. Your hand is up.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay, so cost control has to do with ensuring that your expenses or the costs that you incur does not exceed your budget for that particular period. Why cost reduction has
So
to do with the
sorry,
process.
hold on, please. So Barry Daniel, you are the one. So Barry Daniela, you are the one speaking next, too. All right. So go ahead, Mr. Gospel.
Okay, I said cost control has to do with ensuring that the amount you incur or the cost you incur does not exceed
Yes.
your budget. It's more like overseeing the activities or the cost you are incurring so that it does not oversee or exceed the budget you have set. Why cost reduction
Okay.
has to do with trying to implement ways to reduce the cost, that to make sure that you get what you want, but the value does not drop at a lesser cost.
Great stuff. Great one. Thank you. Daniela.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good
From
evening,
what I
ma.
understood, cost control has to do with monitoring the costs for you not to exceed your budget. Why cost reduction has to do with reducing costs in order to reduce the cost of production or the cost of labor or anything you're doing at all.
Okay, thank you. All right. So when you are in an exam, thank you everybody that has spoken. Yes, thank you. So when you are in an exam and the examiner is asking you to differentiate between cost control and cost reduction, right? You must be able to base your answer on key things. Number one, what is even the meaning of cost control and cost reduction? Like everybody has said, cost control involves operating within your standard, right? Not exceeding your limits. Cost reduction means you are trying to be proactive. You are trying to make sure that you find better and more economical ways to do your things. That's the meaning. Then you look into what do they set to achieve. Cost control is to make sure that costs are within budget. Cost reduction means that you achieve a permanent reduction in cost per unit for the overall expenditure. Then you now look at, okay, how long can you do this thing? Cost control is a short-term thing, right? Short term, just for that moment, you control the cost. There are sometimes you can never control the cost. You'd have to give in to that excessive cost. You just cannot control it, especially when you have not done your budgeting very properly. Now, when you have estimated that they will sell fuel for 1,000 naira, and then US started to fight, that's both in the US and Iran. That's both everywhere. You're now buying fuel for 1,300. Can you control cost in that moment? No. But then you can now come back and say, okay, you can do cost reduction. Cost reduction will now say, okay, you just call a meeting with your guys and say, you can't be buying fuel like this, so we need to start looking for a long-term solution. What are the long-term solutions that you can use? Alternative energy like solar. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Are you getting what I'm saying? Sadiq Tijani?
Yes, sir.
Sadiq Tijani? Are you with us?
Yes, sir. I'm with you, sir. Yes, I'm with you,
You are
sir.
with us. Hope you understand the illustration I just gave now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. So that is, thank you the other time. The person who spoke earlier. All right. So that is the time for you look at more or you look for sustainable ways to improve things. Then what is the method and tools you used when you are doing cost control? You use your budgeting, you use standard cost, you use variance analysis, you use monitoring. But when it comes to cost reduction, you have to evaluate your value. So we call it value engineering. I will still go back and explain that value engineering before we go. Then you do process re-engineering, right? You look at your processes from A to Z. What are the stage by stage that you look at by the time you do what you are doing? You have to re-engineer their process. You have to reduce your labor by lean staff, lean management, or you adopt new technologies. I gave you an example of when instead of human being in the bank giving me my ATM card, a machine is giving me my ATM card, and they will do it faster than the human being. Are you with me? If it's an human being now, I have to first sit down, fill the form. Those of you used to go to bank to fill form, to do ATM card, you know what I'm saying. You first go there, you fill the form. After you fill the form, they will tell you to sit down. Then they process everything, or they start going and bring out the machine, a small device. They plug your card into it. They synchronize the mercury light. They synchronize the biometrics and every other thing that they want to do. It will take time. It will take time. And then, but a machine is just there. I don't need to fill any form. I don't need to write anything. I don't need to sign any document. The machine is giving me what I need. Are you getting me? So using adoption of new technologies is one of the ways you can do cost reduction. And then you look at the impact. Do you look at the impact? You look at the scope. Those are areas where you can focus on when asked to talk about cost control and cost reduction. Now, how do you achieve cost reduction? What are the processes in cost reduction? Number one is you improve efficiency and standards. You improve what? Daniela?
Improve the efficiency and I didn't get the other one.
Okay. Rebecca Okung, can you bail us out? Efficiency and what? Sorry, improve efficiency, not yes, efficiency, not even deficiency. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, madam. Efficiency and standard. Improve efficiency and standard. Now, that's the first thing. What does it mean by efficiency? You identify areas where wastages can be coming from. You eliminate those wastages. You look for ways to optimize your supply chain. You look for ways to leverage technology to automate things for you. Instead of waiting for you to manually be filling certain forms. Like, for example, you have to first, in an organization where they are doing everything on paper, you want to get approval. You have to first type all your things on the document, you send it to the printer will print it for you. You now take it to your boss. Your boss have to sign under it. Are you get what I'm saying? Before, by the time you now take it there, you take it to, and in places where they have to do, you have to get 5 approval. You now be going from one office to the other, carrying files, carrying forward papers for bosses to sign them. Are you get what I'm saying? These things can be eliminated by saying, okay, put all those things that you want to go and print, send it as a mail to the next person. Put all the approvals on the mail, send it to them. Let each person approve one by one on the mail. Once they approve on the mail, it is done. What have you done? You have improved your process by eliminating that, by reviewing your process. You have reviewed your process, eliminate redundancies, eliminate inefficiencies, and you have improved. You have made sure that no more paper is being printed. That's cost reduction. Are you getting what I'm saying? Cost reduction. Then there are some bosses that they are too big, that instead of being by themselves to carry the papers around and be signing, they will employ one office assistant to be going around with them and be signing. You have, by your own process of with what you have done, you have made sure that you have saved your cost a lot of ways. Are you getting what I'm saying? Another thing in cost reduction is to reduce labor cost. It involves, for example, do you know why banks employ contract staff? Hello?
Yes.
Do you know why banks employ contract staff?
Yes.
Are you seeing the relationship now? Are you seeing the relationship now from what we are discussing? We will see some schools. Yes, thank you. We see some schools, instead of they employing teachers, what do? They request for corps members, corpers. They have plenty corpers working in that school. What are they trying to do? Cost reduction of labor cost. Do you get what I'm saying now? Kalista Ojinaka, are you following? Ogunlowo Bolarinwa. Is it Ogunlowo? Are we together, or it's only me that's here? I think it's only me. All of you are
No,
very
sir,
clear
we are
and
together. I do. We are together.
We are with you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. For those of you that are still with me, thank you. Abdul Salam Kamaruddin, are you even with me, or it's me and the others?
Yes, sir, we are following you.
Okay, thank you. Then another ways to reduce cost for cost reduction is to apply work study. Work study is a system of increasing or maximizing the productivity of the organization by reorganizing the work of that unit. So when you talk of work study, we mean two things. Number one, method study and work measurement. Work measurement means you are looking at what is the time required for a worker to complete a specific assignment. Then method study involves you monitor and examine your existing methods of doing work and compare it with other methods of doing things. Are you following me now? So those are the three ways by which cost reduction can be effected. Now, I said I want to talk about value analysis and value engineering. But before we go into that, we want to talk of using organization and methods. Organization and methods. Organization and methods came from the pioneers of scientific method, who are Taylor and Gilbreth. Now, their work influenced early approaches and establishment of functions. Organizations and method involves use of effective use of human resources in. So let me paraphrase it for you. Every company must have organogram. Is that correct? Chizoba Nadi. Chizoba. Oh, Chizoba has left us here. Florence Okawo, are you with us?
Yes, we are with you.
Okay. Goodness, Igweze, are you with me?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay. O&M is, every organization must have a organogram, right? We have something called organizational structure. We have something called organizational organogram. Now, inside the organogram and structure, the roles of everybody, the functions of everybody, the level of everybody will be clearly stated out. Are you getting what I'm saying? So when you now look at, okay, for organizations that has good organogram, you now start looking at, okay, can we change this function, this program, department? Can we change the name of this department from this to this so that it can go broader, it can go wider? Are you getting what I'm saying now? What can we do to improve process? What can we do to implement the solution that is being recommended? How can we analyze the current situation? That is organizations and management. Are we getting what I'm saying? We call it O&M. O&M, organization and methods. It involves everybody knows what they are supposed to do. So by the time you look at the organogram and say, no, now, why should we have business analyst and project management expert, project manager? Why can't we combine the two together and call them business IT? Are you getting what I'm saying? Why can't we combine these two departments and together and say, okay, let's call them finance, instead of having payable, receivable, asset management, financial asset and liability, all those various submodules, right? You now combine them together and say, okay, instead of 10 people, let 4 people be doing it. That is cost. That is one of the ways you can do cost reduction. Love it. Kelechi Temple. What did I say last? Hello? I can't hear you, Kelechi. Mercy Adedayo, will you talk to us? Could you please talk to us? Am I the only one here, or you are still with me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm here.
We are very much
Bashir. Oh, thank you very much. Bashira, go ahead. Unmute and speak.
No.
Bashira Taderonko.
Sorry, Zemi. Zemi.
Oh, same. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So that is the situation that we have discussed. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then the next thing is value analysis. Value analysis involves a lot of steps. The first one is you must be prepared. You have to gather information about the whole project. Then you analyze. Once you are done with analysis, you now suggest solution. That is where your creativity comes into play. You suggest solution, you present your evaluation, and then you start your monitoring and implementation. You start your implementation and monitoring. Value analysis only needs the use of basic techniques such as matrix, Pareto chart, PERT, grant diagrams, and so on and so forth. But then it is used where customer satisfaction is key and the organization is trying to make sure they remain profitable, Value engineering is the systematic methodology that you now design to make sure that you deliver essential functions at lowest possible cost. Are we together? Hello?
We are
Yes,
with you,
sir, we are
sir.
together.
Somebody has not spoken here since we started.
We are with you, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
Now,
sir. Can you take the value analysis again? I didn't get
value
that.
analysis. Yes, value analysis, I said it is an approach where you try to improve the value of a product or a process by understanding what it contains, the components and the associated cost, the value. That is, you are trying to associate, you are trying to quantify, you are trying to analyze how can you improve on this, your value, the value of your product, the value of the services you are rendering. Now, it's an attempt where you are trying to improve the components. Are you getting what I'm saying? Without reducing, we are trying to improve the components without increasing the cost of that function as cost reduction. It is defined as a systematic and interdisciplinary examination of factors affecting the cost of a product or service. Are you getting me? You that asked for the cap.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I've talked about the main difference. Yeah, so I've talked about the main issue in value analysis now, and I said that value analysis involves, number one, you have to be prepared, you have to have good mindset, good mentality. Then number three is you need to gather information. You gather information, all the information you gathered, you now analyze them. When you're done with the analysis, you now look for ways to innovate and be creative by providing solutions, right? When you've done all those things, you now evaluate all of them A to Z. When you evaluate, then you can come back and say, this is what you want to do, and then you'll be able to implement all those values that you have both communicated. Are we together? Then,
Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
all right. Then we talked about value engineering. We talked about value engineering, where we said value engineering is understood as an organized approach focused on identifying and eliminating unnecessary cost. Unnecessary cost. Who can give me an example of unnecessary cost in business? Unnecessary cost. I'm calling all names so randomly now. Mr. Wasidu, what is an example of unnecessary cost? Unnecessary cost is any expenses that does not contribute to usability.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, you are muted if you are speaking.
Evening, sir. Hello,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, let's take for instance, like if you want to control costs, there are some costs that is not necessary that you need to remove, especially
Yes,
when it
give me an
comes
example of
to
those unnecessary costs.
uh,
Okay, Victor Anyim. Abdusalam Kamaruddin. Have you spoken already? Abolarin Taye, are you with us? Oh, okay. Akogu Hussein.
hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes,
Can I
go
make
ahead.
my contribution? Okay, let's take for instance, if you are not supposed to travel on a journey, so it's not necessary. So it's an unnecessary cost if you embark on such journey.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Now, Blessing Osafile, give me another example of unnecessary cost. Okay, so anybody wants to volunteer to talk to me? Examples of unnecessary cost.
Hello, sir.
Elizabeth Owo.
Yes, sir. Can I speak?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Examples of unnecessary costs. We have unused subscriptions. That meaning that when you make some subscriptions in which you are unable to use them, it's called unnecessary cost. We also have high interest
Okay.
debt. Unless when interest is too high, it can be classified as example of unnecessary cost.
All right. So another example of cost that is unnecessary and you can cut out is cost of alternative designs. Cost of alternative designs, right? You can avoid that to cut your cost. Elizabeth Owo, your hand is up. Ekushi
That
Kasama.
cost of employing an extra labor to do a particular work to reduce the workload.
Okay. So
okay.
Those are the various methods where you can do cost reduction and cost. We've talked about cost reduction. We've talked about cost control. Is anybody having question? Is anybody having any question?
Yes,
Kelechi,
I have
go
a
ahead,
question.
please. Yes, go ahead.
I don't understand what you said by one of the ways of you said by removing alternative cost something. I didn't understand what you mean by alternative cost
Oh,
something.
okay. So let me give you this example. Imagine that somebody is sick. You've gone to one hospital to do test, and the doctor have told you this is the meaning of the test. The test says that you are supposed to go to India for medical operations. Are you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You asked a
Yes.
question now. You're not even responding to me now. So the doctor has told you, no, you have to go to India. Now, you now said you need a second opinion to get another confirmation from another doctor. That is alternative. What did I call it? I'm trying to remember the word I used for it.
Alternative
That's
design.
alternative design. Yes, that's alternative design. So you are trying to get this time around. Let us not link it to only my medical line, because yes, sometimes the extra instruction will save your life. But in normal daily living, right, you are receiving quotations from 2 vendors. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct, sir.
So, with that said, you are now looking for alternative. You are spending money on research, spending money on finding the alternative. No, it's a cost reduction slip. It's a cost reduction method. Are we getting it now?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay. Is there anybody else with question again? So I want to give you an assignment. You will go and highlight for me what is the benefit of cost control and cost reduction in a manufacturing business. Do you understand? Akogu, Hussein?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand my assignment?
Yes, sir. I just remember I said that I'm not. Oh, I just joined the class, but I'm following up through the.
No, sir.
Hello?
Take it again, please.
Are you with me?
Yeah,
Mr. your hand is up. Go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you, sir.
The rest of you, if you're not speaking, please mute your mic.
Thank you, sir. So I want to ask a question.
Yes,
in
go
the
ahead,
case, in the case of me, or in the case of a person selling perishable goods, and you know the ranges of how much your sales is for a week, then you restock your inventories, and you know that okay, this is the ranges, either when it is your rainy or your dry season. So you buying in excess, is that an unnecessary cost because of damages or spoilage?
Say that again.
Okay. For instance, a person is into perishable goods like tomato. Let me use tomato. So
okay,
the person knows his or sales, how his or her sales comes in like weekly. Let me use weekly. So the person stocks his or her inventory weekly, and instead of now buying within the sales that the person do have weekly, either the rainy season or the dry season of the person's sales, the person now bought in excess. Can we say that is an unnecessary cost because it might lead to damages or spoilage of the goods?
Yeah, as long as anything will threaten your profit, it's unnecessary.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
it's unnecessary.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
you're
sir.
welcome. You're welcome. So, being able to talk about different process in cost control, talked about the process in cost reduction in addition to the meanings that we've talked about. We've talked about value analysis, analyzing the the value that you render. And then we've talked about process or value engineering. We talked about unnecessary cost. And that is where we'll be drawing the curtain of our class tonight. Do we have any question from anybody? Do you have any question from anybody? Femi Faluyi, do you have any question for us? Deborah Ogunlade, do you have any question for us?
No, I don't.
Okay, Jerry Sule.
No, sir.
Kendi Ariyibi, do you have any question for us?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Mike Udubo, are you okay now?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir.
All right, so that is where we put an
I
end
have
to the
questions.
class tonight. Mr. Shinagulu, all right, go ahead. Your question.
I don't think I joined on time. I want to know whether did we do any calculation related something before now?
On this subject today?
Yes, sir.
That should be in the previous classes. Yes, we've done calculation in the previous classes.
Maybe I wasn't part of the class. Please,
Yeah, you
share
can
the
go back
picture?
and take them from the YouTube link. Go back and view them on the YouTube channel.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any question? All right. In the absence of
Sorry, please, can you help us take the assignment again? The assignment, please.
I said highlight for me the benefit of cost reduction and cost control in the manufacturing environment.
I have a question, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, how can poor control system lead to a stock out or expire stock problems in the retailer businesses? Can I repeat that question?
How can it work?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Can you? All right, we have a tool called bin card in your store, right? That calculates, that shows you when the stock came into the business. Now, there are different ways for inventory management. When you're accounting for inventory, your tutor will teach you that part. We have first in, first out, for last in, first out. Are you getting me? You look for a method that will help you achieve more cost in those methods that are available. You either first in, first out. For example, the person who talked about perishable goods will be first in, first out. The one that first came in before will be the one you quickly sell, so that the new ones will have time with you still. Do you understand now?
Yes, I
But
understand.
imagine you are selling things that the price can change at any time. You'll be selling last in, first out, because you know that the price would be always changing. What you bought last month for 50,000, this month you are buying it for 70,000.
Okay.
Do you understand now? So instead of looking for means to keep on buying and wasting money, you look for methods to manage your inventories so that you will not just be wasting money, you would also not be wasting your own efforts.
All right, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank
All
you.
right. No more question. I think everybody is sorted now. Mr. China Golum, your hand is up. Do you have a question still?
No, sir.
Okay. Military base, is your hand up?
Yeah, he just answered me now. I have to lower it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, everyone. We'll call it a night at this point. You are free to exit the class. And most importantly, I thank you for joining the class. And I wish you good luck as we prepare for your exams. Take care of yourself and have a good night rest.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good night rest too.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Thank you, sir.
welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Good night to you too.
Good night. You're free to leave the call. Good night. Good
Thank you,
night.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night.